when you're all getting collected, we're gonna jump into this reading. But before we do, I need to talk about something because my guides were telling me to heavily, and it's about a lot of these Instagram, TikTok, and like Facebook, however, just wherever these spiritualists are that are posting online. Be careful. Please be careful of who you like look up to within the community because unfortunately their masks, well, not really unfortunately, very fortunately, but their masks are falling off very quickly, very heavily. um I had the weirdest fucking encounter with one earlier this rising where I was just, helping this man out. He made a post. I commented underneath it, just dropping some information, and then he blew up on me, and it was very weird, and I was very shocked and took back because this is someone who helps people heal. How do you help someone heal by screaming at them? And I need y'all to be very aware of this because a lot of these people are not at all on the new earth frequency at all. And the best way to describe this is they are 3D beings seeing things in a 2D way. I'm think I talked about that before on over on this platform. If not, I'll have to upload this short I made about it. But a lot of these new age or so-called spiritualists are not, they're just stuck on the 3D. They're not even ascended. Sure, they can astral project and stuff, but that's like any 3D bound being can astral project. That's the whole point of doing it. You have to be on the 3D to do that. That doesn't involve being on a higher plane of existence. That's literally just you projecting outward. That's not like a big ooh thing. You know what I mean? A lot of these people are looking at everything at a 2D spectrum. They're only seeing it as like a face value. They don't want to acknowledge that there's two sides of anything. They want to, oh, it's only this. Well, no, because then you're lying to yourself completely. So be careful. The true spiritualists, the true teachers, the true mentors, the true gurus are going to be open-minded. They are going to see things from the spectrum. They're not going to see it as duality, as yes and no. They're going to see it as a spectrum. So keep your eyes out for those people because I'm tired of them. And it's one of those things where you can't even educate people anymore without being called negative or being mean because these people aren't healing. They're just, oh, I have this God gift of having knowledge and wisdom, so I'm gonna murmur. Like, no, you don't. You're doing what every bad spiritualist does. You do what every cult leader does. You're taking the same fucking route, and they need to understand this heavily. They won't want to admit it, but they're doing it that way because they're trying to convert people to their way of thinking. If you want to see a singularity, then join one of these like spiritual communities that make you look at things in a one-way paradigm without giving you like freedom of expression, and then you're going to see singularity where everyone is just sniffing each other's ass, the human centipede, and that's not what we're supposed to be doing. So just keep your eyes out for that because frankly, and it's even weirder because I I don't know how many times in that comment I said peace and love, and then I said peace but the peace sign, and then they were still like, "Oh, you're just being mean. I'm trying to spread positivity," and I was like, "No, you're not, because you're literally screaming at me in the comments because you disagree." But you can disagree, that's fine. But to disagree and then just project a bunch of unhealed versions of yourself onto someone is like the only thing you're teaching is ignorance and how to be a baby. I mean, I gotta keep it a buck. So really just keep your eyes out for those people. New Earth is here, and these fucking goblins are gonna do their best to keep you stuck in a one-way paradigm. So keep your eyes, ears, and spirit open, because these people are fucking everywhere. And a lot of them are NPCs as well. A lot of spiritual modern day spiritualists are just NPCs. They don't know anything. They're just down. They just have programming. They've been told by someone else who they are or what they should be, and then they go, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I'm this. I'm that," and then walk around thinking that they're that, and that's not who they are at all. These people don't know themselves, because if they did know themselves, they wouldn't be as aggressive or so hard struck on something. There's levels to the spiritual wisdom that people have, and it starts at religion, and then it goes all the way to knowing who you truly are inside and out. And a lot of these people are stuck on the religion part, where someone's reading from a book or someone's telling them this and that, and they're not doing any sort of like actual investigation other than just that one thing or that one person's teachings or something. You know how what I mean? Like, that's religion. If you want to go to religion, just go to religion. There's no need, you know what I mean? So just keep your eyes out for those, for that type of stuff. That's what a big mask of that's going to be revealed. um so yeah, just, I was in a spiritual bath, and my guides came to me and were like, "Look, you got to talk about this for a second." So that's what we're going to talk about. Why? And then okay, and then the first card that comes out is communication. So thank you, spirit. But we're gonna read from the book. With this, we're gonna take this one. We're gonna take the top and the bottom. Since that was technically a split, we're not gonna look at those other two. We're just gonna take them. Spirit said so. But let's go with communication. Your soul wants you to know. Talk to me. You need to talk to yourself. The time has come to write. I know you have trouble expressing what you want and feel in words, so write or draw if that's easier for you. While writing and or drawing will benefit your grounding, they will also be moments of meditation to help you pay attention to yourself. You need to listen to yourself, letting important things rise to the surface of your awareness. Deep down, you know what lies dormant, but part of you is unable to hear. You're afraid of pain, suffering, and disappointment. What I have to say for your well-being, what I have to say is for your well-being, happiness, and serenity. You will need to talk to me and yourself. Let yourself be in touch with these words and thoughts. Your spirit guides want you to know there's a key that can help you open the door to your inner spiritual communication. The number 11, that's so funny because that door that I entered in that dream was 11. Uh, Thank you for that awesome confirmation, spirit. Anyway, the number 11, it can manifest in different ways, but 11 will help you establish a new connection to your throat chakra. Through this new connection with yourself, you'll be able to communicate with us. Be gentle, delicate, and compassionate in your words, not to us, but to yourself. Communication will help with your work-related projects and to free yourself from certain family patterns. You will need to choose the right words to release old conflicts. For now, we are manifesting through the number 11. When your throat chakra is better balanced, we'll be able to communicate more frankly with you. We await your new connections and have faith in you. The entity wants you to know communication was not my strongest quality, and I may have been rather clumsy or silent. I may have also said things I didn't mean, yet we can positively forge new ties through communication. Today I'm writing to communicate you via words. You may see the same word repeatedly. That's me. I need to tell you some things, just like I can hear everything you have to tell me. Loving someone is important, but passing love on to them is just as essential. Excuse me. You may have doubted my feelings and emotions, but my love for you was and always will be powerful. Communicate with me what you feel. Express all that matters to you, holding nothing back. Hold nothing back, so that you have no regrets. Be compassionate with your words, but also take a step back when words are too heavy. Talk to me, but especially forgive me. I sometimes feel your anger, which I accept. I invite you to release it. And I feel, and when I was reading this, the energy of Mercury retrograde ending. Mercury retrograde ends on the 15th, the same day that the full moon comes into works. And I believe Mars enters retrograde on the 15th as well. Mars is coming into retrograde for sure, but I don't remember if it's on the 15th, and I think it ends on February 28th, if I'm not mistaken. I might be a little bit off on those dates, but that's what's coming up. And with Mars going into retrograde, that's going to really battle your leadership, your determination. your passions, your strength moving forward. It's going to battle that masculine energy in you. So with the retrograde ending, there could be a, like, again, this is like reinventing yourself, but again, there could be like a new communication coming in. There could be a new line of communication, new guides, new ways of understandings, however. But allow yourself to really ground and release whatever is keeping you down. Don't, and a big thing that I see on the spiritual journey with people is their reluctance to talk about or feel their emotions because they feel as if it's negative. And that comes from the childhood wound of not being able to express yourself fully or be able to just talk at all, being silenced through school, even needing to raise your hand for permission to talk in school adds on to that trauma. So don't allow yourself to think like, oh, because I'm mad I can't be bad. No, these emotions, those are labels that we put on those emotions that then dictate if something is good or bad, right? That's what those words mean for those emotions. It's energy. It's trying to show you something. Just because you're mad doesn't mean it's a negative energy. Being mad can literally be a super positive thing if you use that energy in the correct way. Now, using your anger to bite someone's head off, that's why would you do that? Like, bad dog. But if you use your anger to cultivate a better communication line, or to, you get mad like, oh, I don't have this thing, so you use that anger to push you towards your work or towards your goals. You can do that. You can do that with sadness, with depression. You can do that with all these emotions you feel. Even happiness and joy, doesn't matter what label it has, it's still that energy. It's up to you and how you relate with it. And again, that comes with doing the shadow work of knowing yourself. How does this emotion make you react? Why does it make you react that way? Why is this the first thing that pops up when you feel that way? Not that it's a good or bad, right or wrong thing, but why do you feel that way? And do you like how you act in those ways, right? Are you hurting anyone with those actions? If no, then why do you feel as if it's a bad thing? If your own internal anger isn't hurting anyone externally, then why are you worried about external things happening when expressing it? You're only hurting yourself internally by bottling those things in. Emotions want to be free, they're energy in motion, so allow them to express and to release themselves. Allow yourself to really see that. Communicate with yourself to the highest of degree. There is no true, like, being mean or being negative unless you are using that energy in that way. Okay. Apparently, I forgot to turn something off in the background, and it just started screaming at me. So I did not expect that to happen. So if you hear screaming in the background, there's a video playing. I forgot to pause it. So don't worry. But we have fears, which is next. Your soul wants you to know part of your energy is frozen in fear, which can interfere with our connection. But fear is not to be fled from. Fear is positive when it comes as a warning. Part of you feels in danger. I invite you to understand why. Why do you feel talking to me endangers you? Why are you afraid of being in touch with yourself, of listening to yourself? All the counsel and messages I have for you are positive, and they are here to help you move forward sincerely, but maybe you don't want them quite yet. Ooh. Do not try to run from this fear. Pay attention to his warnings. You will open your eyes to important things and move forward in a new way. And before I jump to the spirit guides, what they want to say from this, I immediately heard it's okay if you're not ready to feel those things or to express those things. It's okay that you're not ready right now. But don't let that unreadiness and this energy now prevent you from doing what you need to do. Allow yourself to know that there's still that it's okay. You need wiggle room. You can't just continue. Some people can't continuously work 24/7 like that. It's rough. It's an extremely draining thing. So don't feel bad or that you're betraying the divine or betraying God for not doing everything immediately when it's put on you. That's okay. At that point, you're only betraying yourself because you're not allowing yourself either to relax or to do what you need to do. And if you don't have the energy to do something, give yourself that permission to relax. because then you put yourself in that predicament where you overwork and overstep your own boundary, and then you don't get rewarded for that, and you're wondering, well, am I not doing enough work? Why am I not getting something back? Why am I not getting any energy back? Why am I not getting what I deserve, what I desired, or what I wished for back after doing these steps? It's because what you desired truly was to not do those things, to take rest, to relax a bit. And that comes with the internal discipline of knowing, like, who you are, knowing your energy levels, knowing if you need more sleep, knowing if you just need a break, knowing if you've took a break for too long, which is causing the anxiety that needs you to work. You know what I mean? But figure your own ins and outs out, basically. And the next like 2 to 4 years is really going to be focused on that, and the years of healing, because you need to be able to fully know who you are on not only just deeper levels but also on surface levels, because a lot of the anxiety is a very surface level thing. You're anxious because you're stuck between two decisions. It gets deeper than that, of course, but that's just the main barrier that a lot of people have to get through. So give yourself that grace, give yourself that permission to either rest or to, say to do something. And a lot of this energy comes from as well, because I had to deal, I had to work this as well, and I figured it out. It's saying I'm gonna do this today, or I'm gonna do this on this date, and then that date comes and you don't do it. That then tells your subconscious mind, that then tells your entire body, you're not gonna do this. So why would we trust you to do something else? Don't plan something if you're not 100% sure. Allow the days just to flow. Allow yourself to gravitate towards what you desire to do and what you don't desire to do. Don't put pressure on things, because that pressure then like causes blockages internally, which can then affect things externally. So give yourself that full whole grace of just operating the way you need to, without comparing yourself to any other person on the outside. What your spirit guides want you to know, it feels like part of your energy froze 2 years ago. Maybe it was related to an event, a situation, or relationship. Since then, a kind of fear has taken root. It has become your guide and is hindering your progress. Today, come to understand the meaning of past events and take a new path. By being in a new inner energy, you will create outer change. You may feel the pace is very slow, but it's up to you to set a new pace. Everything is within your reach. You can do this. And the entity would like you to know. You may feel afraid to contact me. You may feel afraid of the messages you'll receive. You may feel afraid of what you're feeling. This contact isn't negative, and I can't cross boundaries that you set for yourself regarding your psychic ability. I am not the only one trying to contact you, but part of you limits communication. I understand and respect your pace. I invite you to understand the source of your fear. Fear was something I knew during my incarnation. I was often afraid, and my soul was frozen for a long time. I missed many opportunities, and I am not afraid of you. And I want to pass on some important messages to you. You need to discover new things inside of you. You have a real thirst for discovery. I can feel it. Free yourself from fear so energy of love can take place. Contact can will then be simple and fluid. I will manifest my presence through colors, and the signs you'll receive a color, and the signs you'll receive a color will be dominant. That color will be always be the same. That color will be me. It will be my sign to prove that my soul is truly by your side. And I seen blue and purple whenever I read that, but as well, I felt called, if you are wanting this deck, because it's a very helpful deck for doing shadow work in that type of regards, this, like, please get the Voice of the Souls Oracle if you are looking for like a very good, like, easy going shadow work deck, because this deck, not only for me but for others as well, that I've shown this deck to or used this deck with, it's helped them a lot. So really go, like, really go get that deck if you need it, and it really will help you a lot. It will help you ground and really see what you need to hear, without like your own thought process projecting a very negative, or oh, you're mean, or you're lazy, or yada yada yada. You know what I mean? This who I forget even know the name of, yeah, Isabel Kreft does a really good, like, channeled some amazing fucking energy when making this, is all I'm gonna say, because she got this down packed. But anyway, we have regrets. Your soul wants you to know part of your energy is caught up in regrets. You feel like you have missed something important, which brings you great sorrow. You may be regretting a choice you have made and looking to turn back time. This isn't necessarily a good idea. Remember, you always do your best with what you have. You always make the right choices when you make them on your own. These regrets create a heavy inner burden, which disconnects you from your inner beauty. They also create blockages inside you, disconnecting you from your solar plexus chakra. Then you may be caught in a struggle, letting yourself be guided by negative thoughts. This isn't right for you. Take time to understand the source of your regrets, write them down, and then release them. This will allow you to create a new space for new actions. Your spirit guides want you to know part of you is in an energy of duality, which can create inner tension and prevent you from feeling sincere. You are also constantly doubting everything. This can create a freezing comfort zone in your outer life. You feel like you're waiting for something important without necessarily understanding what it is. We invite you to understand the source of this duality that has been made inside of you for months. Become aware of this discrepancy between what you are creating in your outer life and what you really want. We invite you to contact us. Because you think we're absent at the moment, you act from this feeling, you don't ask for signs or guidance. But it's up to you to come to us using your choice of method. We await your call to share everything you need to know and guide you to free yourself from this duality and create a new inner and outer osmosis. The entity wants you to know, even if now I feel free, I had many regrets. For different reasons, there are many things I did not do. I was often afraid of showing up and making the wrong choices. I'd locked myself up within these centuries. Serenities? Certainties. I'm blind. I locked myself up in these certainties. Today, I realize these regrets created an inner burden. I don't want you to make the same choices I did. Dare to be the beautiful person you want to be. Before I departed, I left some things unfinished. I thought I could take care of them later. I thought I had more time, but I didn't. In hindsight, it was perfect this way. Today, I need you to do something for me, something I would have liked to do. I am sending you many signs. Deep down, you know what I'm talking about. Do this thing for me. You will help me free myself completely and help us communicate in a new way. I have faith in you. So, all in all, this is a soul calling that's happening for a lot of you all that you're going to be receiving, especially with this retrograde ending, with all this crazy ass energy that's been around with the human resonances and everything. And thank you all so much for the donations and stuff. I've seen them, but I've just been really focused on talking and reading right at this point. My apologies, but I am very grateful for all of you. Thank you. But at this time, very much and truly like stay the course that you're being guided to, because all this crazy energy around you is throwing you off whack, and it's not supposed to destroy you. It's not supposed to um envelop you in this type of scarcity, anxiety way. It's supposed to show you that there's a new beginning happening. This full moon is going to be another just powerful shift. A lot of people have been feeling the energy for the past like a week, some of you for the past 2 weeks, and that's just because of Mars's retrograde being in a shadow period. But as well as just the moon energy, Mercury retrograde finally ending, the energy speeding up, all that weight of communication, all those blockages that were inside are being released. Why are you doing that? Anyway, all those blockages are being released, and the energy is just picking back up again. So a lot of you all might be feeling, overwhelmed or stressed out just because of like, well, one planet speeding up and then the other planet slowing down. That's kind of ripping you in between two things. Your businesses might be going a little bit slower. That's okay. That's just going to happen, within the first 3 months. Usually your views and stuff will be down for your stuff, so don't think someone's doing something to you. It's sort of just how the algorithm is ran. But again, just with like Mars getting slower and picking up more energy in that sense and getting heavier, there's going to be a lot more pressure to do certain things, to move in a certain direction, to move in your new energy. So be aware of that. There are a lot of veils uncovering, a lot of masks falling as well. So you're feeling just the overall energy of a shedding. And there are things that are going to be shed off of you. There are things that are going to be shed off of people around you. Just in every aspect. So don't allow that shedding to scare you. Underneath the shed is a brand new skin. They're showing you a more clear, concise key, or maybe even a door that you need to go through, as well. with all these veils breaking down, with talisman being the key here, there's a lot of protection. There's a lot of protection. There's a lot of doors opening. There's a lot of answers, questions being answered, excuse me. There's a lot of things coming together that you're really going to be seeing. Things that people thought that they could stall for you are going to come back in. It's all of this energy that you're cultivating. Especially if you're going towards like a spiritual teacher or a mentor around this time as well, you're not only feeling your energy change, but you're feeling the energy of whoever you're talking to change as well, which can be very rambunctious and heavy. So just allow yourself that break, that allowance to really relax if you need to relax, to really step into this role. This role that's coming up is for a lot of you all is just becoming more of authentically you. But again, you could be guided to communicate, starting a podcast, speaking, public speaking, however, maybe even just starting a platform, however, you're being guided to use your voice more. Maybe your voice, because a lot of people, you're here to speak about your circumstances, about your story, teaching people what you know, what you've gone through, helping people hear on a greater or lesser scale. However, it doesn't matter, but you're here to use your voice. And you need to be able to be detached when using your voice, not being so attached to what you say or who's listening to what you're saying. Just allowing yourself to express yourself in that way to really heal those boundaries inside of you that you feel like, oh, I can't talk because XYZ, or someone's not going to listen to me, or yada yada. It's just to really allow yourself freedom. And even if it's not vocally expressing, the throat chakra just isn't about talking, it's about expression. You can express yourself through art, through media, through how there's so many ways to express yourself. It comes more than just using your voice. Your expression, your throat chakra with your expression can also be related to your solar plexus with your shine, how you present yourself, all these things. Really allow yourself just to be who you desire to be. And as well as your since your vibration's raising, you're going to be meeting nicer people. You're going to be meeting people, maybe not even permanently, but just for like splits, of minutes or however, meeting nicer people. Allow yourself to communicate with them. There's something about you not wanting to speak because you feel like it's a draining task due to you not being listened to a lot, or you just struggling with words. Welcome to my world. I struggle with words every day. But it's about just allowing yourself that freedom to express yourself, allowing yourself to do whatever you need to do, expressing yourself through dance, body movements, yoga, however, releasing traumas by doing exercises and stretches within the pelvic area, because that's where all your trauma is located. That's where a lot of it is, especially in the shoulders, at the base of the spine, I believe, as well, holds some trauma. But really, I'm telling you, it's about this full moon. This energy is going to be very relaxing and really freeing, but you have to break yourself free of those last bits of confines first to fully be in that energy of being free. This full moon is bringing nothing but blessings and gratitude to you for the work that you've done. No matter how much work you've been aware of, the divine sees all of your efforts fully for how they are, and you will be rewarded for those efforts. But it's up to you to open your arms and to accept them. It's up for you to be able to speak those things into existence, because you are doing what you desire to do. You are on the right path. You know what you need to do to get the rewards that you're looking for. So allow yourself to have that opportunity to go after everything that you desire, and not hold back because of a naysayer or an opinion, or a conflict of the past. Really allow yourself that healing moment. And some of you all might already be past that healing moment, being able to freely express yourself. Your guides want you to be able to use that expression to either help others or to take it to the next level, whatever that expression may be, however it is for you. But always allow yourself to one up who you are from the past, because the only person you should ever be in competition is with yourself. Always be a better person than you were yesterday. You will always make a mistake every day, but the next day that happens, you don't have to make that same mistake again. You can learn from it. You can make that mistake at a different angle, of course, but it's there to teach you something at a different angle as well. But really allow yourself to, and this could even be about expressing your passions, writing things down. I want to do this. I want to make a book. I want to write a play. I want to write a show. I want to make like a cartoon skit or something, Write those things down. Some of you all might be artists, dormant artists that haven't popped out yet because you're afraid to pop out the way that you need to. Some of you all are teachers in whatever you do, spiritually or however. You could be a teacher of like, oh, I know how to dance, so I could be a dancing instructor. Or I know this, I can instruct people on doing this. However it is, it's about doing that now. You're in this energy of being healed. You're in this energy of like being able to move forward. And everyone is a novice when they begin. It doesn't matter, because here's the thing. When a brain surgeon, not even like, we're going to use that as well. We're going to use a brain surgeon. When a brain surgeon gets out of college, right? And even though they've done tests, doing little fake mock surgeries on dummies and things of that nature, when they get into the actual field of needing to do an actual brain surgery, they get that stress. The same thing happens for dancers and people who are in plays and actors and things. They'll do this skit over and over. They'll do that practice over and over in front of like their peers and their mini audience. But on the day of it, the event actually happening, that energy comes back up of, oh God, I'm at a novice of this because this is a brand new crowd. And even if it's the same crowd, you're doing a new thing, or you're in a new area, or there's, you know what I mean? It's never the same. That's why you don't get used to it. That's why that energy shows itself, is to give you that energy to boost yourself up. And some of y'all need to do some spiritual cleansing as well. This expression could even be getting rid of things, getting rid of old clothes, getting rid of old things you don't need anymore, cleaning out the closet. However, but allowing yourself to really delve into what you desire, and allowing your soul, your spirit, your inner child, your inner teenager, and your inner adult to come through and to live, because a shift is happening. Oh my God, I almost got choked up. Anyway, this shift has been happening since the new moon. Or this new moon that we had shifted something within you, shifted an energy inside of you, woke you up to a greater plan that you wish to do. And now all you have to do is have courage. Now all you have to do is the final step, is really moving forward with it. Not being afraid, not thinking that it's going to be a waste of time, not thinking it's going to be a waste of money or resources or however. It's going to be beneficial to you. You just need to have the courage to see it through. You need to have the determination to really move forward. And of course, there's going to be some days where it doesn't work out perfectly, and it is going to be difficult, and you're going to be wondering if this is even what you need to do. But again, that comes with that expression of being able to truly talk to yourself and to the divine, and knowing, is this, this is what I want to do. What do I need to do to allow these things to be accomplished? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do now? Why is my why don't I feel like I have the energy to do these ideas anymore? And releasing things as well, not clinging on so tightly to people, places, and things. Allowing yourself to be more free flowing, allowing yourself to be, is there anything else that needs to come out of this deck? I'm gonna shuffle 2 more times. Y'all aren't talking that much out of the spirit animal deck. I said that and then I spoke way too soon. That's hilarious. Thank you, spirit. Anyway, it's really about expressing yourself to the highest of degree in that nature, not allowing yourself to hold yourself back just because you see a withdrawal or see a backlash or something. That's showing that you're doing something well. Maybe you need to learn about it in a different manner. Maybe you need to approach it in a different way. Maybe you're just talking to the wrong people that aren't as open to those ideas that you have, those teachings that you've been taught. Not everyone is going to be able to understand what the divine has told you, and that's okay. But you need to watch out and not let them project that you're not doing something worthy just because they don't get it. That's their problem, not yours. But we have Earthworm, which is shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder to not be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. When in balance, earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, self conscious and apprehensive. To bring into balance, speak up and risk embarrassment. What is going on? We have the water element next. Who's the first one? I think it is just starfish, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, starfish. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is the natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? When in balance, uplifting, artistic, and expressive. When out of balance, gossips and feels empty. To bring into balance, positive friends. I really love doing positive messages like these. I'm gonna stick with the schedule of doing one energy reading on like what's going on within the life, and then one like message from spirit to like help you with this, because this is a much better flow, at least for me personally. And I know there's a lot of you out there that like these messages as well, so it's just outputting them more. So I hope you all are enjoying this kind of like back and forth between the two, because that's kind of how it's going to be for a while at least. We have octopus, reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perspective mind paired with the lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without any restraint. They believe that's what it's meant to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries, be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. When in balance, interested, engaged, and intelligent. When out of balance, needy, clingy, lacks courage. To bring into balance, space to oneself, and talk therapy. There's also a lot of water. So this is a lot to do with the emotions. Every element's out except for spirit. So this is a time for emotional evaluation, seeing who you truly are. And again, just diving it within the waters of yourself. We have Mother Mary could also be significant for y'all because of the water. We have turtle though, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energies behind all great writers and storytellers as oh my god, I'm blind. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us to close all other books and to begin to tell our own true tale. When in balance, peaceful. Okay, you're gonna end soon, Mercury retrograde. You better get all these out here. We have when in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt to bring into balance and adventure. I on the 15th, I'm gonna be doing jumping jacks and backflips. I cannot. I'm done stuttering. I'm done saying words wrong. It's funny, but I'm like, it's like, man, like Mercury. If I was up there, child, it wouldn't be for 2 seconds. We have shark, directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes us over when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when the shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. We have one more water card, which is whale. Desire to delve desire to delve deeper, profound peace and ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. The whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Well energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on the well personalities when all else seems lost. Trust and to, my gosh. We can depend on well personalities when all else seems lost and to trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy, slips into the old story, and to bring into balance regular self-care. We only have 2 fire. We have lizard, instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is the indication to pull back from the bright lights in big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. Ooh, I passed it up. And then we have camel. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything, as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenges with ease, even in the face of excess heat, which is judgment or anger. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing the opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated and lacks vitality. To bring into balance a pilgrimage. I wish I could say words. Oh man. They had to nerf me somehow, so they make it hard for me to speak. That's fair, you know. But last but not least, we have crow, which is spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. The crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind the 3 realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded and hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation and practice. I love crows. I think everyone over here loves crows, but I love crows so much. I really do. We're gonna get the other animal cards. We're gonna keep the animal train running. We're gonna keep the animal train running, and then we're gonna use the Archangel power cards, and this is gonna be the message. A really short, sweet, helpful one. Because why not? Everyone else is talking about karmics. I don't want to. They're doing it. I don't want to. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. You know, too many people talking about the same thing. It's not my forte. Not my thing. We have fox, which is opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when a situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Whale, which is communication. Glad to see you again, Whale. You are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart, bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to seek your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. There is a lot of power that comes from being vulnerable. A lot of power. So be vulnerable with yourself first, truly. It will set you more free than you'll ever realize. Bat, which is transition. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem threatening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. Hippopotamus, which is exploration. If you have become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. Elephant, which is forgiveness. If you are feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You are being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. Kangaroo, which is cycle. A 9 month cycle is at play. Your current project will take 9 months to mature and benefit you. Fully commit to it. You have all the strength and stamina you need as long as you move forward, not backwards. Panda, which is boundaries. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura, and you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. Dolphin, which is peace. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace to your life and those around you. Trust in your instincts and intuition rather than overthinking things. Ant, which is perseverance. This is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so ambitious. By pacing yourself, the end result will be far more rewarding. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. The blue jay, which is intuition. You are encouraged to follow your feelings and intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power is in your own hands and that you are free to take flight at any time if you find yourself in a situation that doesn't suit you anymore. And last but not least, eagle, which is vision. It is time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you, and opportunities you never dreamed were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness. So again, it's truly listening to you at this point in time. Focus on you. Focus on what you decide to do. We're going to take the bottom two, why not? We have cat, which is independence. You are being encouraged to develop a balance between independence and a time of togetherness. This also indicates that you would greatly benefit from a profound journey of self-discovery. Learn to enjoy time spent with yourself. Again, just thank you for more confirmation, Spirit. Take time to know you. You know your situation. Everyone's talking about it. But who's talking about you? Why aren't you allowing yourself to hear more about who you are? Why is your energy so focused on others? Focus on you. Solve your issues first. Other people you can't really help what they're doing, but you can always help what you're doing. So really take time to focus on yourself at this time. Use the end of this Mercury retrograde to really communicate with yourself on a different level. Talk to yourself with the barriers, with the energies that are keeping you from doing things or even making you want to do things, and talk to them and talk to yourself about them. Figure out how they relate to you. Figure out what's going on with those energies and allow yourself to be more open. Of course, it's going to be draining and a little bit uncomfortable at first because it's something that not everyone's going to be used to. But allow yourself to really have that peace. I'm going to shuffle 3 more times with this. Anyway, allow yourself to have that peace, that comfort, that deeper understanding that everything is going to be okay, that everything will work out. I guess you don't want to... Okay. I got cut off because that symbolism was a little bit too funny. I'm sorry. But allow yourself to really be authentic at this time. I know I say it a lot, but it's so important because within these next 2 years, you're really going to be building up things that you didn't really think that you could because of your authentic self. And it's funny that the card that didn't want to get off my finger was Leap of Faith, Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. So take that leap, go on and do so. We have Queen of RAL, mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful and practical and wise advice. The 10 of Michael. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. That reminds me, hold on. I have to go get this. I have to go get this. Where are you at? Yeah. So I had a fortune cookie, and I was getting a bunch of angel numbers. I was seeing 333. I think that was the time. No, it wasn't. No, no, it was on my laptop. That's what it was. It was not on the right time on my laptop. But I was just seeing a bunch of angel numbers, and I opened the fortune cookie, and it says your luck changes today. And the first thing I thought of not only myself, but I thought of you all as well over here with the collective. Immediately, whenever I seen that, and just know that like and then this card reminded me completely about this again. Like your luck is changing. Your luck has changed. Your luck always changes daily, and you need to be able to truly allow yourself that freedom. Freeing yourself is the last bit. You can be told that you're free of a situation, but you yourself must then release that situation as well. So this is really a permission card to say that everything is ready to change, but you must let go of certain things. You have to let go of these barriers, these ropes that you're holding on to give you a false sense of power, to allow yourself to truly be open and see what you desire and attain those goals. With the King of Michael, principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. The Four of Raphael, seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, and be aware of your own emotions. The Star, which is Archangel Joaphel, a dream come true, believe in yourself in the end of a difficult situation. Page of RIL, reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An exciting opportunity will be offered for you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. Queen of Michael, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, and a time for your career rather than relationships. The 10 of RIL, there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. Family life. Oh my lord, why am I hiccuping so much, Spirit? Chill out. What's going on? I'm not even... Anyway, we're getting the spiritual hiccups up in this joint, man. The 6 of Michael. The light. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation, or travel. There is a situation that is ending. How many more cards are going to come out saying that a situation's over? Something's completely over. You must release that. You might need to tell yourself and really start to talk to yourself in that energy of saying this situation's over, it's no longer affecting me. You may need to do that for yourself. You may need someone to tell you that as well. Regardless, something's over. Something is so over. This situation that's been causing you stress, whatever it is, no matter if it's the main situation or one of the micro ones you've been in, it's ending. Allow it to end. Release it completely, and shift your focus to something else. Because it's so many coming, boom, 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 like out, out, out. So anyway, the 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours and trying too hard to please others. The 7 of Michael, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer, and review all the details. The Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insights. We have the Lovers with Archangel Raphael. Make a choice from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and the power of love. And last but not least, the Three of Raphael, reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Some of you are going to be coming into Soul Tribe here soon, just making new friends. However, dating someone, maybe y'all, if you're already dating, might be getting married, might be having a child here soon. However, allow yourself that freedom fully fully allow yourself to embellish in that freedom of knowing that a situation is over, and that you're free to do whatever you want. And if you already are doing that, allow yourself to plan for your next steps. Allow yourself to be like, what do I need, what do I want to do next, the relaxation period is also for you to like think about what you want to do next, because that's also going to give your body that relaxation of, now I can start thinking about what I want to do instead of XYZ. Now I can actually put my mind on focusing my goals or for what I want to do rather than other things. But regardless, thank you, angels, for being here. Thank you, God, Mother, Father, for being here. Thank you to the galactical families, the passed over loved ones, every spirit and soul here, respectfully. Thank you to the animal kingdom for popping through too as well. And thank you, collective, for being here as well. I'm grateful and appreciative of all of you all. Hopefully, this message gave you confirmation, a brighter side to look at things, or just a good release that you needed. Regardless, I'm glad that I was able to give you all this message, as I'm very blessed to do so. Thank you all so much for all the support, though, for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they're energetic or financial. And thank you to the ones that donate during the stream. Greatly appreciative of you all as well. But you all know the drill. If you're interested in bracelets, you hit those up in the description. Sublunar20 for 20% off a spirit order. If you're interested in any of my services, readings, books, however, you can email me or use the order form and we'll get you set out that way. But yeah, this has been the message. I love each and every one of you all, to the moon and back, tenfold and forever. And